say this. If you're like, well, I think I'm okay, you know, everything's fine. That's okay, but it doesn't bother me that much, or I don't know how to assess whether or not I should go. Some things that I do personally to just kind of assess myself is what's making me angry now? What's making me upset, me anxious? What's making me fearful? Am I snapping at my daughter a lot? Or am I being loving and caring and nurturing? How am I responding to my husband? How am I responding to people? Those are all indicators of kind of what's beneath the surface.
Oh, that's good.
It's just, you know, it's stuff bubbling up. It's like you seem to be on edge lately, or you seem to, and you can't really put your finger on it. You know, you may just kind of need to sit down and process through some stuff. And not just like one little irritating thing, but I mean over a time period. Right. You know, you find yourself more sad than usual, more overwhelmed than usual, and it's lasting longer than just a normal upset, then it's probably a good indicator that you should probably speak with someone and just kind of process through your feelings and your emotions and what's going on in life and how you feel about yourself. You know, monitor your thoughts about yourself.
Yes. Yes.
How you feel about yourself, your worth, where you see yourself. Do you have goals? Do you think you're worthy of goals? Do you think you're worthy of achieving things? All of those things are kind of a product of our mental health and our mental state and how we're functioning in life. So I think those are good indicators to just kind of judge yourself on and say, do I need to talk with someone?
Right.
Do I need to speak with someone? And you may not have the money to go see a therapist.
That's a good. What
because
do they do if they don't?
it could be expensive for some. I would say reach out to your spiritual leaders if you have spiritual leaders, and see if there is a process that they have, if there's counseling services that they have. And I know some counseling service may offer some discounts and rates and different things like that. So just kind of have to do a little research.
Right.
And I know that could be discouraging, but if you think about years of not being mentally well versus 30 minutes on the computer trying to find somewhere that fits you, I would say that it's definitely worth it.
Absolutely. Also, I want to add, you may want to check with your jobs, because we recently found, my husband has been with his company for over 15 years, and we just found out like that we have access to counseling services free of charge. Like, you can't go like forever in a day, but they give you a substantial amount of sessions that you can go, and they will cover the costs. And so you might want to check with, and I guess it wasn't something that the company like outright let them know, but it was something that, you know, you had to inquire about. So check with your company and see if there's something that they offer that could either help with the cost or cover the cost. Also check in the community. Sometimes there are community programs that can offer different types of counseling services as well. Now, don't just go choose Sarah. Don't just go choose Sarah to just lay all your problems out, you know, too. Because everybody isn't equipped to carry that. Yeah. Everybody is not equipped and can't handle the weight of your issues. And so even though you may feel like Sarah has a listening ear and that, you know, Sarah's gonna help you, you feel like she's gonna help you because Sarah's listening and Sarah's chiming in and Sarah's saying, girl, you should do this. You need someone that is equipped to be able to handle that sort of thing. Someone that can give you unbiased advice and feedback and direction. So definitely check with all of your resources. Another thing I wanted to add, I was thinking when you were talking about some key indicators to know if you need help. I realized that for me, it was when I overreact, like to things that, like my reaction is way over the top. I'm like, they just didn't have the meat you wanted at the restaurant, Lenore. You know, like something
small.
Small. Like they just forgot what you said and they came and I'm like, ah, you know, just like totally overreacting and feeling like it ruined my entire day.
Yes.
You know, like it's like, Lenora, should that really have ruined, you know, your entire day?
Yes.
I think something's going on. I think something's going on. You need to kind of sit down and figure it out.
Yes.
Let's do some digging,
yes.
or let's talk to somebody so that we can get to the bottom of it and get to the root of it, because that person didn't deserve that. That person didn't deserve that at all. So that could be another indicator. So I think that was really good to give them those little key indicators. You might kind of just want to sit down in a quiet spot one day without distractions and kind of just start thinking over the past couple of weeks or past couple of months of your life and seeing how you've been responding, or journaling out. I love to journal.
Yes.
I can't live without journaling. Like if I go a certain amount of time without journaling, like my whole like spirit self can feel it. Like it starts getting like bogged down and piled up and I'm like, I need to get this out. And so just kind of journal through your thoughts. You will be surprised what comes up in your journaling. You don't have to have a specific topic to journal or be talking about anything specific. Just whatever comes to your mind, just write it all out and you'll be surprised what surfaces.
Yes, definitely. I was sitting here thinking about journaling. Like it's just a good way to empty.
Yes.
Just empty yourself of all the thoughts and feelings and stuff that's going on in the world, because we often just hold it in. Like nobody wants to hear it.
Absolutely.
Or this is just my stuff.
Right.
And definitely finding a mature person.
Please.
A therapist. If you can't find a therapist, find a mature, unbiased person.
Been there, done that, big mistake. It was like, I will never do that.
Yes.
I will never do that again, because people can give you advice just based off of like their emotions and just they're not looking at the situation, you know.
And a good therapist will, and even I would even say a good friend will put the decision making back into your lap. Because, you know, we can take advice, and sometimes some people give us good advice and we can make our decisions based off of their advice. But it's best when they give you advice, but the advice lands the decision making in your lap, where you go, based off of that, I think this would be the right decision, or this would be the right decision.
Right.
So that you're making the choice, you're leading, you know, yourself in your life, and it's not, well, they told me this and they told me that and they told me that, but you're making the decision on what's happening and what's going on. Because at the end of the day, after you talk with someone, you know your truth. Because we tell people so much, we give them so much information, but you know your truth. And you know, you just kind of need a little help getting stuff in order and navigating. And also, there are good self-help books out there. You know, you can find your book on communication.
Do you have a favorite?
I don't. I would bring that up and not have a favorite.
Because there's so many. There are so many really good ones.
From the Christian perspective, Joyce Meyer's book, Battlefield of the Mind, is one of my absolute favorites. It deals with our thoughts and how we think and how they affect our life. So that's one of my favorites as far as from the Christian perspective is concerned. I can't think of. I have one on communication and anger, but I cannot think of the name of it. I'll have to send Lenore the information.
Yes, and I'll put it down in the description box, and you'll be able to. I'll put a list of a couple of books and maybe even some resources that I come across so that you can look into those to see what can help you and what you can start implementing, you know, into your life. Books are a good thing. And to piggyback off the books, I've learned if I listen to different like audio, whether it's or watch videos. Usually I'm so busy, so even though it's a video, I'm just listening to it, not really watching it. Whether it's like a sermon, or even if it's like from a conference or a TED Talk or something like that, that someone is talking about something that I know that's an area that I could use a little bit of wisdom on,
Yes.
or a boost of confidence in, and I'll just listen to that. It's something about me listening to it that affects me so much differently than when I read it. I don't know why, but like having it go in like to my ears, it affects me, and it can change my mood and my perspective just like that. So I highly recommend looking for, there's tons of YouTube videos that you can just go on there and listen to when you need some assistance and some support, a boost in whatever area that it is that you're dealing with for that day. Because it could be something different.
Yes, definitely.
Every day, but whatever you need for that day. MyOsha, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I
You're
hope you
welcome.
all enjoyed her. I am really enjoying having the guests on for this self-care series. They are adding so much to the episodes and just giving different perspectives other than my own. So I hope you're getting something out of it. Don't forget to drop your comments down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about the episode. Let me know your thoughts about therapy and self-care. I am always listening and want to hear your feedback. Don't forget to meet me back here next Friday for another episode of Holistic Beauty. Bye.
Bye.